Hey everyone, Sensei Victoria Whitfield here, your journey partner in business, founder of strategicmeditation.com, where I help impact-driven entrepreneurs and leaders like you get and stay grounded and clear in mind, body, and business. This is about increasing your energy so that you can increase your income and impact as a conscious entrepreneur. This is your weekly business energy flow forecast from my office, my mansion here in Plainfield, Sleepy Hollow section of Plainfield, New Jersey, right? And these are sent out every week. This one in particular is for the week of August 27th of 2023. August 27th, 2023 is the week that we are working on right now. And we have a full moon, second one this month, on Wednesday, August 30th. And when you have two full moons in a month, the second one is the blue moon. And we are in the midst of Mercury retrograde. It started back on August 23rd and is going to extend until September 15th, which is the big breakdown so that you can break through in travel, technology, communication, and commerce. And we talked about that last week, so if you haven't watched that video, go ahead and re-watch last week's video. Really break down what the heck is a Mercury retrograde there. And I've been doing these YouTubes for, at least 10 years straight. And so I've had previous videos specifically only dedicated to Mercury retrograde. I have a whole Mercury retrograde series. Anyway, long story short, there's some things astrologically going on this week. And this Wednesday in particular is the blue moon. And full moons in particular, when we're doing lunar manifesting, right, which is using the moon's energy to help us get more of what we want out of life, riding it like an energy wave, that instead of swimming towards something, if you could just catch a wave, let it carry you with all that extra energy and force. Same thing is happening in terms of manifestation using the moon this week. The blue moon is going to support you in releasing. But when we're talking about releasing this week in particular with the full moon, and make sure you make time to release, like I highly recommend that you open your schedule for this blue moon energy. Get a treatment, get a massage, get a chiropractic adjustment, go to the acupuncturist, go to the spa, go to the woods, go to the beach, right? Have some downtime, make time for this, right? If you saw the annual reading that I did way back in the winter solstice 2022, so that was December 21st of 2022. This month, August, was all about very deep reflection and making room for that. And my spirit guides have challenged me to share with you this week about a topic that may be unpopular. And I'm gonna put myself on the line out of obedience, of course, to my guidance, and out of respect, honor, and devotion to you and our community. This week is all about getting clean, getting clear, getting sober. Sobriety. Let's talk about this. So I want you to know that when I talk to you about embracing sobriety, whatever that means, whichever way that is for you. And that also does not mean that I look down on or judge anybody for what substances, activities that they engage in, right? I don't look down on you. From one person with an addictive personality and DNA, right, body structure, from one addictive personality to another, I get it. Some things just have a hold over us. And this week in particular, my spirit guides are telling me to tell you that there's something in your life right now, an addictive activity, substance, relationship, or thought pattern. There is something that you are allowing it to have control over you, and it doesn't have to. You are just allowing it, perhaps because that's what everybody does, right? The social group, society, industry standards are all about embracing the unfortunate self-abusive substance, relationship, thought pattern, or activity. Let me give you some examples of not sobriety. Not sobriety. Drinking in order to network, for example. Smoking in order to socialize and connect with others. Shopping in order to relax or reward yourself. Eating in order to stuff and avoid your feelings or reward yourself as well. There's also working outside of your boundaries because it's got to get done or no one else is going to do it, right? Working because of that fear and anxiety as a driver. Staying in a toxic relationship with someone maybe who's abusive or narcissistic and showing you over and over again that they don't want to become the vision that you have of them in 5D. They're here in 3D being themselves. But you reject that and you stay in love and stay present and stay fighting for a 5D, an imagination, an imaged idea of the person rather than accepting them as they're showing you in person. Sobriety. Procrastination is also not sober. Putting things off to avoid taking responsibility, to avoid money, to avoid success, avoid visibility, avoid being put on the line, right? And putting yourself out there. That is not sober. That is not sober. Also, allowing other people to make decisions for you and to tell you how to feel. That is not sobering, right? Buying the thing or doing the thing because someone said you should, or you saw the ad that made you cry, and making a decision from an extremely emotionally imbalanced state. That is not a sober decision. And anyone who's trying to sell you something while you're emotionally vulnerable is no bueno, right? You want to purchase from a space of clarity and grounding, of an absolute yes, not a, oh my God, if I don't say yes, I'm going to FOMO. No. So let your yes be yes and your no be no. I personally am a highly sensitive individual, and I made the decision about 9 years ago now to put down alcohol and not drink it anymore. And where that decision came from was actually a meditation with my spirit guides, where, as you all know, I speak to my spirit guides and receive insight and healing from them. And they specifically grabbed me in the stomach once, shook it and said, "Why are you trying to kill yourself?" And they referred to the alcohol that I was drinking. And it was so confusing because I don't want to kill myself. I mean, in my teens, I had suicidal thoughts, but this was like well into my late 20s. And I was happy. I was in this business, actually. And like doing good healing work. My spirit guides shaking me by some said, why do you want to kill yourself? And them associating that question with drinking. And what that meant to me is that alcohol is a substance that caused me to be very inflamed, headaches, indigestion, messes with my sleep and energy levels, messes with my mind and my mental clarity. It dims everything. It dims everything. And I've actually been accused of being drunk while stone sober. Like, apparently I'm a good time, even though I'm completely straight edge. But yeah, there's no substances in this system. This is all crazy anyway. No substance needed. Yeah, but my spirit guides, they wanted to set me free, but that was their message. Why are you trying to kill yourself? And it terrified me that's what I'm telling myself when I drink. Now, does that mean that's what you're telling yourself when you drink? No. I'm just sharing with you my story. And as I continued in my sobriety, I noticed that when I went out networking at personal growth and development like groups, business coaching programs, transformational masterminds, it's women and wine, beer and mixing and mingling, let's have cocktails and networking, blah, blah, blah. There was always an association of doing business, even in the holistic and wellness and personal growth and transformation field. I'm telling you, in the coaching field, in the healthiness, like people, there's an association between alcohol and doing business. And for me, I would have these visions, especially I was leading a women's networking group, one of their chapters here locally in New Jersey, and there was a part of me, I remember standing at one of the events and watching the founder of the organization there, she's having a great time getting bombed on all the free wine that the sponsor brought so generously for the group of women. And there was a part of me that had this terror and anxiety of, I know I'm good at helping people have a good time, making them feel really good. I would be absolutely devastated if I got the call that somebody left from this event feeling so good that they wrapped themselves around a telephone pole and weren't able to make it home to their kids because they had a good time with us doing business. Is it worth it? In my book, that's an absolute no. So I made a commitment from that point forward in time. All of the events that I do are sober, alcohol and substance free. And like, I'm not even getting into drugs because shamanism, apparently, you watch any of the Facebook ads that comes up after I talk to you, they'll be like, oh, you want to be spiritual? Take ayahuasca, right? Or like get high or something. Take a substance in order to be spiritual. As if Creator didn't give you all of the DMT in your pineal gland that you could ever possibly need for the rest of your life, period. You come batteries included. You can get high on your own supply. But sobriety, clarity, knowing that you're safe, knowing that you're present, being here with your feelings. Now, I can't say that I'm all clean. I have an emotional relationship with food, right? So I let go of drinking, I let go of smoking, I let go of drugs, right, in years past. But I love me some food still, right? And I do like shopping. It can be really frustrating. Thanks, Amazon. You make it so easy. Right? Be kind to yourself. What is your edge of sobriety? I know I also can be a bit of a workaholic, working outside of when I should be, getting in that next thing, trying to finish up that next thing as my family's coming or setting up to go out together for the day. I've missed out on opportunities to love on my people because of that. This week in particular, once in a blue moon, right? We have a blue moon this Wednesday. Consider getting clean, getting clear, getting sober. What does that mean to you? With this blue moon, with the full moon, what are you going to release that has a hold on you? Who are you going to release? I've been in abusive relationships that I held on to for way too long, right? So in the past for me, it was letting go of toxic people. What are you going to release? Substance, thought pattern, toxic thoughts, addictive, worrisome, anxious, disasterful, expecting evil thoughts that keep you in a lack and terrorized mindset, right? Thoughts, actions, substances, relationships. What's your edge of sobriety that you are embracing this week for the week of August 27th, 2023? And with the blue moon energy on August 30th of 2023, this Wednesday. All right, I'm gonna pull a card. This is an intense week. I'm with you, and I am not outside of this. So by the time this video airs, I'm apparently going to be releasing something else, right? It might even be around financial sobriety, right? Or how much you are leaning on your team to do versus doing yourself as the business owner, or how much you are doing yourself and keeping your attention away from stepping back, right? What's your next level of getting clean, getting clear, getting sober? That's the question that I've received from my guides to ask you and our community. By the way, make sure that you share this with someone who needs to hear it. I can feel that this is a very resonant message. The Angel Tarot card week, the Angel Tarot card of the week is Knight of Air. Ooh, ooh. Can you see it? There we go. Knight of Air. And it's coming as an affirmation. Intelligent. You are decisive, idealistic, and tireless. Events that occur with great speed. Take time to carefully review your options. Creative solutions. This is sobriety. You sober, you are decisive. You are idealistic and tireless in upholding the ideals that you believe in. When you're clear, when you're clean, yeah, what does that look like? Let's read. Situations, events in your life go into high speed. Your plans can now be implemented and you should see a great deal of activity. Intellect and creativity rule the day. So adopt non-traditional viewpoints. No coincidences. Take the time to consider choices carefully. People and personalities. You are an extremely intelligent person who has the ability to act fast and think even faster. A genuine go-getter who is unstoppable in support of a cause. You are idealistic, decisive, knowledgeable, tireless. You are assertive. Yes, you are sometimes tactless. I resemble that comment. Thank you, angels. Blah. Right, but I'm coming from the heart if my tact drops, just because I shot from the hip. Additional meanings of this card: an unanticipated situation or conflict, an impulsive decision, a knight in shining armor. And here's where we'll leave off. If you want to be your knight in shining armor rather than waiting for one to come get you, you need to be clear. You need to clear yourself and to clear your energy. When you open up and let go of something that's been an addiction of yours, when you do that, there is another level of excellence that comes out of you, right? Be kind to yourself. This is no joke, right? But you can do it. We can do it. By the way, may I ask you a question? Do you need my help with that? Is this something that you're like, I can't talk to my coach about this? They have the wine networking night all the time. This is not something I could talk to my therapist about because we're working on other stuff. It's not something I can talk to my partner about because this is actually, we kind of bond along the things that we share addictions. And this is not something I can talk to my clients about because I got to lead them. Like, who am I going to talk to? Right here. Who's going to understand? Who's not going to judge? Right? Now, I am not a drug, alcohol, or recovery specialist or anything like that. I'm just someone who is a business owner, a highly sensitive individual who lives their life sober, right? And if it resonates that maybe I'm the person to talk to process through this with, I'd be honored to hold space for you. How to reach out: text or leave a voicemail at 732-903-8573. That's the best way, is on the phone. If you're going for email, go ahead and send it on over to team@victoriawhitfield.com to request your session. All of my sessions are 100% private. I make my clients sign NDAs, right? It's a mutual NDA because what happens in this circle stays in this healing circle. So you don't have to worry about your stuff being put out there, right? Privacy is number one. I'm not that kind of coach where you like take clips of people sharing their deepest, darkest secrets and plaster them on social media and your newsletter. Be like, look at the transformation we made. No, I have enough to say. I don't need to put your stuff out on blast. And if you do that, stop it. Respect people's privacy. Ew, gross. No. Alrighty. So, with that, get clean, get clear, get sober. That's the message for August 27th of 2023. From the bottom of my heart, from the bottom of my belly, from my womb, and from my shadow, I'm sending you all the love. Please know I'm here for you. Reach out anytime. Just let me know if I can help. Mwah. I'll see you next week for our next Business Energy Flow forecast. Remember, you do not have to lose your glow as you grow in life and business. Bye for now.